Welcome, hockey viewers, to the 2023 Hockey New Zealand National Under-18 Vantage Women's Tournament being held at Lloyd Elsmore Stadium in Auckland City. With me today, my fellow commentator Helen Clark. Helen, welcome.
Exciting day.
Before I go any further, I probably need to introduce you properly. So, former Triple Olympian, Black Stick captain, member of the New Zealand Order of Merit for services to hockey, 166 international caps, Centurion for Auckland, proud current Somerville Hockey Club president, currently the coach of the Eggs First 11, phys ed teacher by trade, currently at Ficino School in Auckland. Welcome, Helen.
Thank you very much. What a lovely introduction. So, yeah, exciting times. Finals always good hockey. For those of you that aren't sure who I'm commentating with today, his name is Manoj Daji, and he is the CEO of Auckland Hockey. He has a QSM for services to hockey and education, and the former assistant coach of New Zealand men under Shane McLeod, and the former assistant coach of Spain, the Spanish men, when they were coached by Moritz Hendricks, and took them to some Champions Trophy tournaments. He's a former NHL player and coach of Auckland, North Harbour and Wellington. And in his spare time, he was a former teacher, deputy principal, and has also been the CEO of College Sport. So there we go.
Thanks, Helen. Always tiring to hear all that. Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the teams coming up.
So Canterbury having a great week. Number 1, Maggie Lundy. Number 2, Phoebe Spear. Number 3, Emily Jackson. 4, Sorrel Shand. 5, Beth Donovan. 6, Phoebe Inkson. 7, Pippa Baker. 8, Jessica Davenport. 9, Caitlin Muir. 10, Keely Hughes. 11, Arabelle McGuckin. 12, Charlotte Donaldson. 13, Emlyn Merchant-Williams.
Yeah, and they got here, I believe, by shootout yesterday.
Really great semi-final. 3-3 with Auckland. Went right down to the wire with 1 minute 23 to go. Went to the shootout, and Canterbury won that shootout to appear for a second year in a row in the final. North Harbour, their opponents today, have had a solid week. In goal, Isabella Holtz. Number 2, Lacey Leith. Lily Rushworth, 3. Zoe Ellis, 4. Maya Carmel, 5. Claire Loda, 6. Lisa Zell, 7. Tamsin Lockie, 8. Brooke James, 9. Murphy Phillips, 10. Charlie Wills, 12.
And again, they got here by shootout, I believe.
Yes, over Hawke's Bay, who just played in the bronze medal game. If you just tuned in now, the bronze medal match was won by Auckland over Hawke's Bay 5-0.
What are we expecting here? Canterbury are trying to do the double, obviously. They won last
Canterbury
year.
try and do the double. Harbour have had interesting 3 years. So 2 years ago they were winners with Auckland, shared winners of the title in Wellington in a game that was called off due to the atrocious conditions. So that was shared, the title, 2021. 2022, Harbour had a bit of a blip and missed out on the top 8. And now they're back with a semi-final win yesterday over North Harbour in shootout. Back today against Canterbury.
Awesome. An interesting thing that I've noticed between this game and the last game. Last game, both teams had one keeper. This time, being a keeper, I noticed these small little details. This time, both teams are actually carrying 2 keepers. So maybe a different approach, and it'll be interesting to see whether they both get time on the field.
On the field, yeah. Well, Canterbury's been swapping all week, half games. So a couple of quarters each for their keepers. I think it sends a good message.
Yeah, I think it's if you're going to bring 2 keepers, you want to play them, right? So you either have one or you bring 2 and play them both. Have confidence.
What do you think of this new Canterbury strip today? Very German looking.
It is, isn't it? It's is this the strip they've been playing in all week?
No, they've played in their traditional.
Okay, so this is a finals strip.
Well, I think just with the clash,
Yeah, it can get quite tricky with the North Harbour colours being very similar. So it's good to...
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the final of the 2023 Vantage National Under-18 Women's Championship.
So James Sutherland, our General Manager, doing that announcement at the moment. So very much like a boxing promoter.
And in the blue ring today.
So I'm sure he will give you a big welcome when we go and do the medals straight after
Number
this.
4, Sorrel Shand. Number 5, Beth O'Donovan. Number 6, Phoebe Inkson.
And our umpires
Number
today?
7, Pippa Baker.
What have we got on there?
Number 8,
Umpires
Jessica
today
Davenport.
are
Number 9, Captain
Amy
Caitlin
Salia,
Muir. Number 10, Kelly
Karen
Hughes.
Gordon and
Number
Tracy
11,
Hughes.
Arabelle McGuckin.
Fantastic. They've
Number
obviously
12,
earned
Charlotte Donaldson.
the right to
Number
ref the
13,
final, so they
Anne
must have been
Merchant
blowing well all
Williams.
week. So congratulations
Number
to them
14,
on making the
Henrietta
final as well.
Nation. Number 15, goalkeeper Holly Smith. Number 16, goalkeeper Jamie Cantwell. Number 17, Penelope Tolafo.
Big occasion, I suppose, because this, with our under-18s, there's not much else between this and NHC, so there's not an under-21 tournament to go and umpire or play in anymore, so this is kind of the next big...
And the first step on the HNZ performance pathway.
Number 4, Zoe Ellis. Number 5, Maya Hokimo. Number 6, Cleo Loader. Number 7, Lisa Zhao. Number 8, Tasman Lockie. Number 9, Brooke
Good to see the
James.
girls all looking excited
Number
and ready to
10,
go.
Murphy Phillips. Number 12, Charlie Wills. Number 13, Amy Lees Baker. Number 14, Captain Emily Gordon.
So the weather has been kind, Helen.
Number 15,
Yeah, we had a bit of a
Brooke
shower
Cumsey.
during the last bit of the
Melissa Costlett.
third, fourth playoff,
Number
but
22, Nicole Costlett.
it's come out
Number
nice and sunny
24,
again, and
Holly Chivers.
we're into the next
Number
season in
32,
Auckland, so we've
goalkeeper
had some
Alexandra
rain, some
McLeod.
fines, some
Coaches
haven't had much
Regan
wind today,
Day
but
and Karen Gordon is the team manager.
we'll wait and see.
Big crowd in.
Umpires are Amy Salia
Lots of parents
and
supporting all
Alex
week
Etherington.
from all around the country.
Judges are Adrian
Yeah, that's
Stackhouse
nice to hear them
It's a
vocal.
massive investment, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Associations, families.
I
think, it's going to be a good game. Both teams will be a little bit stretched physically after yesterday. Both going to shootouts, but what I love is the smiles on faces. That's pretty cool, Helen.
It's neat to see
Sometimes you see nervous teams, or but they should be happy. They're in the final and they're going to go away the medal. It's just the colour.
That's right, and there's always going to be a bit of nerves, and that's good. You play better with a bit of nerves, but they look excited. They look ready for it. I hope to see a nice, open, fast running game of hockey. It would be good to see.
So number 11, Arabelle McGuckin, is going to head off the game for Canterbury.
Get us started. Just getting the umpires in position, getting the TOs ready to go. Well, they're checking numbers of the North Harbour bench. Just checking they've got the right people on the field. There we go. Officials are happy. So, for those of you that aren't familiar, 15-minute quarters. 15-minute quarters, 2 minutes in between the quarter, 5-minute half-time.
Yeah. Arabelle's got the ball back. Keely Hughes. Past the Sorrel
good
Shand.
speed around the outside. Nice to see. Bit of early, bit around the outside.
Yeah, well done, Sorrel. She's done very well.
There we go. Oh, gosh, I thought there was the first goal.
Unlucky there. Maggie Lundy on the end of that one.
Oh, did it just roll under her stick on that last
I know
shot?
Sorrel's done a good little turn here. Go on the baseline.
She's
found Maggie.
Oh,
and
keeper got it.
Yeah, probably just needed a little bit more composure, but chance gone.
Would have been a great start.
Good
Canterbury.
pass, well done. Keely Hughes again.
Oh, keeper in the
chance.
right place. Well done.
Arabelle McGuckin this time. So Keely Hughes to Arabelle. That was good passage.
Yeah, Canterbury have started with a hiss and a roar, showing their intentions, but making some really nice passes and decisions in front. Here it comes again. Beautiful pass. Put it in, round the outside, put it across. So close.
So Sorrel's dad is Darren Shand, who was former All Black manager, or maybe is still the All Black manager, I think. But he was a hockey man, so he played in my
Didn't
era.
know he was a hockey man.
For Hawke's Bay. Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
New Zealand juniors at one point as well.
It's always fascinating to see players connections coming through, and as I'm getting older and children of my cohort generation are getting bigger, and see which ones are playing hockey and which ones are picking up other sports. So a big shout out for Millie Clegg, daughter of Kylie
fantastic.
Foy, who has Millie has made the football ferns, and good luck to them.
Playing in the World Cup.
Good luck in their first game. And I know Kylie and Mike are really proud of the way that Millie's achieved what she wanted to do, her dream. Not quite a hockey player, but we'll give her football.
So Penelope on the ball again.
They look sharp, Canterbury, at the moment. They're
They do.
They know what they want to do. They've got a nice structure sorted there.
Is their captain now?
Moving the ball crisply. Well done. Bring it round. There we go.
Not much.
Here we go. North Harbour have got the ball. Building it up the sidelines. Keeping it going down the outside. Nicely done. Onto the foot. Gets the free hit.
Yeah,
Keep it simple. Oh, well read. Well read by Canterbury. Can't see your number. I think number
Our
8.
sheet has got a few mistakes in it, Helen. So viewers, you're going to have to
Okay. All
we're
right.
going to have to apologise in advance if we get some of these names wrong, because our sheet is not matching some of those, the new
Oh, the number, new
alternate
shirts.
shirt. 'Cause it's an alternate shirt, James.
Ah. So Canterbury, normally, obviously, we are used to seeing them in their red and black shirts. But because the North Harbour shirts are too close, Canterbury have gone with their alternate shirt, which is a lovely looking white. Looks very German. But the numbers, therefore, are slightly different to the numbers we have on our sheets. So as soon as we find those out, we can hopefully attribute the player to the right skill. North Harbour on attack, earning the free hit.
We've got the Harbour numbers, though, so that's Lily Rushworth.
Well, half a team, that's all right. Half a game.
That's Maya. The boys' final being played right at this moment in Dunedin. So we've got Harbour there. They're versus Taranaki. Taranaki have had a great week.
Is that, it's not a team that I would have necessarily picked to be in the final, so that's great news.
It's been some strong hockey supported by David Stones and his son and New Plymouth Boys High for a number of years.
Yes, of course.
And, coming through. Fantastic.
And do we know how the Auckland boys
I don't know.
bronze medal game got on?
I don't know.
Haven't heard
Helen.
that result. That was played at the same time as the bronze medal match up here, so we'll wait and see if we can get that result through.
Sorry.
Oh, good pass. Oh, keeper's out, and defender on the line managed to get that save made, so well done. Great ball in. Well done by the keeper, trying to cut down that angle. And great defence on the line. So far, looking at it, to me, Canterbury look very organised in their structure.
Yeah, really good structure, really methodical. But what
Yep.
was interesting about yesterday's semi-final, Helen, was that it was a typical Auckland versus Canterbury match in terms of two different styles. One methodical, one less methodical, but really good counter-attacking play and good teamwork goals. 3 goals were scored by Auckland were very good team goals.
Yes.
And that's a good thing, right? Two different styles.
It's great.
good skill level.
And it's always interesting, you know, like as you say, you get one team that plays a very structured, but if you don't know how to play that messy, the team that plays the messy game can really tie you up. So. So Canterbury coached by
Chris Goldsberry. Former Aucklander. King's College.
And he's been with them for a couple of years? Or?
Yeah, he's been... I think Chris had the win last year with them.
Right.
There's Penelope Talafo.
Oh, nearly.
Got Chris Arthur floating around in the commentary area. Good to see you, Chris. Well done.
Yeah, congratulations.
On the bronze medal. Super.
Searching ball. Oh, she just read it a little bit late to be able to get across and pick that one up.
Thames and Zell's chasing it, I think. Big crowd in. And the sun's come out,
And the sun's out. Look at that. For the next 5 minutes at any rate.
Geez, it was windy yesterday. Shouldn't say that. I don't live in Wellington, but it was windy here yesterday. A little less turnover in this game than the game former.
Yeah, it's hard to know, isn't it, whether it's the style of game that's getting played and that's why there's so much turnover, or whether it's just the skill at that particular game under pressure just left them a little bit and that's what caused the turnover. I feel like at the moment the skill, the initial skill, the basic trap, the basic hit is a little bit higher in this game. It'll be interesting to see as they tire towards that second half.
I'm seeing a bit more space in this game as well.
There seems to be a much bigger field, doesn't it?
Better spacing between the players,
And even when we look out, obviously on the TV it's a bit hard to see, but when we look out the window and you can see the whole field, they're actually spreading out and using all the field as opposed to, I felt like in that previous game we were very narrow and focused on sections. So it's quite a different... But obviously both teams want to play that way, so it makes a difference.
Had a really interesting conversation with Andrew Hasty, a friend you'll know of. Before, really successful coach in Canterbury. Obviously he's coached in Europe as well, and was telling me a story of when he was in Holland that he gave a team talk, a very Kiwi team talk, and one of the players afterwards had him up and said, I didn't really like that. And the main reason he didn't like it was just focused a lot on winning the game and not on how we play the game. And the Dutch through football, through the history of Johan Cruyff and Total Football 1974, and now it sort of transfers into their hockey. A big part of them is entertaining their stakeholders and playing a really good style of hockey, as well as winning hockey.
Right. So it's obviously changed. Well, I don't know. I mean,
I think they are seriously good at entertaining, playing a winning style now. There's no doubt.
It is, but I mean, I can remember when we first used to see televised games.
Yes. And
they traditionally played a 3-3-3 system.
Yep.
And at times, German versus Holland was boring as you could just about find, because it was back and round and 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 back and round. You're like, okay, we're going forward.
Now.
But
this is a great pass, a great through ball. Oh wow! They need to make more of that one. That was a great opportunity.
Yeah, she needed to put her stick in there and
carried it, waited.
beautiful
the old through ball. You can remember that, Helen? Yeah. I've seen a few this week, and I don't know whether it's because the new turf is just a little bit slow, but some really good passes have been made between layers of players.
Yeah, the two comments I've heard about the turf is it's a little bit slower still because it's new, and it's a little bit heavy on the legs. So I know the players
for sure
will be feeling it in their legs a little bit. It's a little bit like running through quicksand at the start while it's new and fluffy.
Well, the history of Lloyd Elsmore, the very first time that this was played on, it was called a Champions Tournament or Champions Trophy Tournament, where we had Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales play Canterbury, Auckland and Wellington, men and women here on this surface. And on the very first day we came to the turf, thought we would head up because we had the first game, Wellington versus New South Wales, and the CEO at the time came out on the turf and he said you could only wear socks to train before the first game. we were a bit shocked. Anyway, I do remember, as you say, your calf muscles get on a brand new surface. You take a hammering after a few days.
Yeah. So I'm sure these girls all have been working really hard to get those stretched out and ready for this big game. But I'm sure by tonight they'll be feeling it a bit.
Just for the viewers, the turf is the brand new Polytan Carbon Zero GT turf for Paris. Only 2 in the world. This one here at Lloyd Elsmore and one at Hamburg Polo Hockey Club in Germany. This will be exactly the same as the one that the Olympic Games gets played on. And this turf is the forerunner to what will be the FIH approved first dry turf in 2026 at International Hockey.
Just out of curiosity, what was the theory behind not having, most of the turfs we see currently around the place, all good clear, have a different coloured strip around the outside edges? Was there a deliberate decision to just keep it all one?
No, don't really have huge amounts to say on that when you're buying these. It's the supplier. The supplier makes the decision. We had a choice of obviously branding on the side. In Paris it'll be clean. It'll just have the Paris Olympic logo, Paris 2024. So you don't get too much option on that. Yeah. In terms of the colour, just for the viewers, obviously the FIH went to this some time back because of yellow ball like tennis on a blue surface. Yeah.
Oh, somebody's broken.
Someone's broken. So it's the Harbour.
Harbour's broken in from the top. So
good spotting by the other umpire.
So that's what she's there for. This umpire's to watch that break in. So somebody from the top has gone into the circle too early, and that means that the injector or the puller outer has to go back to halfway, and they have to find someone new to pull it out. You don't want to do that too many times.
Taking deflection. Long corner.
I would have thought.
Another corner.
No, half time. Quarter time.
Quarter time.
There we go.
Pretty quick.
Time
0-0 and the gold medal match. Canterbury A versus North Harbour A. The 2023 Vantage Under-18 National Women's Tournament being held at Lloyd Elsmore Stadium, the home of Auckland Hockey. So yeah, the turf so far played amazingly. It's saving us some water. It's made of bamboo, carbon neutral surface. But it's part of a project we're doing here, which will see a solar roof on our building, LED lights, they're new, and we're looking at a water bore. It's in the consenting process as we speak, to try and be the flagship sustainable hockey centre in the country.
So the LED lights now, these new LED ones,
yes.
Are they brighter than what the other ones were?
That they are, yes. The spec is a lot higher than what they were before.
Same number of
same number
of lights as such.
And the other part of that, Helen, is unbeknown to me, but when I come on an evening, I was told look out for the shadow of the players.
Yep.
And you see these 8 different
oh, really?
shadows, which tells you that it's a higher spec than previous.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good, they're on. I'm not sure, but with the sun's out, we don't need them, but I'm sure that the cloud's going to come in about 10 minutes and we'll need them
It's
again.
Auckland.
Exactly
and you can
right.
see those
Yeah,
clouds over there.
I don't like the look of those.
Somewhere in Howick.
Yeah.
On their way. So 0-0. Canterbury has some run of the play here.
Yeah, I think Canterbury have had the advantage for me at the moment. I think they've made more opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalise. And the problem with that, if you don't capitalise, is that you leave opportunity for the other team to sneak one in. And North Harbour's come close a couple of times to doing that, and that puts you under a lot of pressure. So I'd imagine the message to the Canterbury team is to get the result. So get up there, create those chances, and come out with results.
Good work by Canterbury.
It's a good level of skill in this game. The basic trapping, passing on, opening it up. They're confident. It's good to see. Back and round, open up the other side of the field.
Yes.
Oh, nice trap. Create the opportunity. There it is. Just got away on a little bit there.
Look, Canterbury hockey at this age group has been strong for a number of years now, Helen. And the Federation Cup results would have suggested the same. So in the top 6 or 7 teams, there were 3 or 4 Canterbury teams.
Why do you think that's occurring? Is that through the schools?
But I think, to be honest, the school system is a pretty good catchment. When you have a cohort for 3 to 4 years together, you can really work with a group. Good coaching in the schools. Get some good coaching going on, which Canterbury's been benefiting from at this level as well.
Do you think it's an advantage to Canterbury just having Canterbury, whereas up here we have Auckland and North Harbour? So we've got the 2 associations. So you're splitting potentially your talent pool.
I think Harbour's proven, in their short history of 30 years compared to our 120, that they've got they've had good depth, and while they might not have as big a club system, their kids and their teams have done really well at
Green card. Yeah,
teams have done well over that 30-year period, and you'd have to say maybe one of those reasons was initially because the club system wasn't as strong, that the players focused really well when it came to representative hockey. Whereas we've always had a strong club competition.
Yep.
So yeah, I think there is place for 2.
Because when you look at somewhere
the results have shown that.
Yeah, because you look at somewhere like New South Wales.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Well,
I think, yeah.
Well, it is, but I mean, that's
one association,
yeah. And
one
you
bridge.
travel for an hour minimum to go and play your game of hockey club
New
level.
South Wales country as well,
and that's just the way it is. They accept it, and I mean, to be fair, they still have some of the women's grades, and it's an optional thing. They play on grass. I don't know about this year, but I've got a couple of friends over there that play grass hockey. And so they don't have to travel as far, but everybody that chooses to play on turf, you're doing travelling, but it's one association, and so therefore you've got a whole lot of people. Oh, great drag. Needed the result. You got, I don't know, you just look at it and think, should we be one association up here, and therefore, I don't know. Just thoughts. It's hard to know.
I think it's valid. That's for sure.
Come on, Canterbury, you need to make some.
I mean, the sweet spot across the whole country would be 4 to 6, right? Strong teams. So, who are those? Who are those regions where there's? How do we split the country to have 4 to 6. I mean, cricket has 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Super Rugby has 5 as well. So, yeah, I think maybe 8's too many. 7 and 8's probably too many, but our sweet spot's probably sitting at 4 to 6.
It's just a hard one.
Oh,
A mistake there. Canterbury is still creating so many opportunities, but just not in that circle, not being really precise and not coming out with corners or even a shot on goal. The last couple have just missed the goal. Haven't even made the goalkeeper save them. So they are going to cause themselves some issues if they don't sort of tidy that up a little bit. There's
been a striker in the Canterbury B team, Helen, who's really taken chances this week. Holly Gilray is in the leaderboard, maybe second today. And gosh, there's a couple of instances this week as a former forwards coach would be going pretty impressive finishes. Yeah.
Can we flick her into the A team?
No, there were some good goals she scored.
So most of these girls, they'll finish today and head back to, obviously, regions.
Some will head back. So obviously there are some that aren't at school. Some are seniors. Back to university or to jobs or that sort of thing. But predominantly there'll be a lot of players that will double up and now play for their school teams at Federation
Cup. Is there a New Zealand under-18 squad get
There's
named?
an identification sort of process. So in a few weeks' time, provinces will get have some consultation with selectors, and they'll tell us some players that they're thinking of to invite to a camp.
Right.
Camp is quite a large number.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you offhand, but I think maybe close to 60 odd athletes last year. And at the camp they'll get some intense coaching, and then obviously in your and my day they would pick teams, but they don't do that anymore. Yeah. They'll provide some opportunity for selectors to look at the best of that group who may be in contention for the Junior World Cup end of the year. Girls in Chile, boys in Malaysia.
That's under 21 level?
Under 21 level,
So some of these, plus I assume there's people that obviously that aren't here. And have those, some of those already been identified then? Some of the
older group. There's another chance, another really good chance. So good teamwork, good build up.
Yeah. Just a little bit soft on goal, but goalkeeper did well. So we're halfway through the second quarter. Still 0-0.
I just think if it continues where chances are being squandered, then it could be a one-goal game. And who knows?
Yep.
But the team that sort of gets some ascendancy in the next period, probably of 10 minutes, is likely to go on and win this match.
Yeah. If you want somebody to have a flash of brilliance or get one of those really lucky little touches on something, and that changes the whole game. And from now, if one team can get an advantage, it's mentally becomes a really challenging time to come back. And at some point, if it stays at 0-0, somebody will get nervous. Good courage.
Canterbury captain is showing some great. Caitlin is showing some great interception, good reading of the game.
Yeah.
So the spacing that we talked about, Helen, is a lot better in this match between players.
Yeah, I'm taking a look out the window, and you've got players high, and they're just using pretty much the whole field. They've got height and width. Something I talk about with my school team, and we talk about height and width to stretch the game and try and create a few opportunities. And
where it gets lost with young players often, Helen, is to be able to do that, you need to be able to play 2 games, right? So one with and one without. And when you don't have it, and then all of a sudden your team has it, it requires a physical transition to be able to sprint into these positions.
yeah,
And if you're not in the condition you need to be in, all the coach's intentions are great, but you haven't got the physical capability for your team to be able to do that.
it's also hard when you are potentially under the pump a little bit, and your team is sort of struggling and you're on defence a lot. It's hard for the forwards. They want to come back and help out and things, but then you keep trying to explain to them that when we do get the ball, we've got nothing. So if you come back too far, it's counterproductive. So it's a really tough one for I'm finding with the girls to understand and get to grips with, and they're getting there, but it just takes some time.
I had an interaction once at a Champions Trophy with what I thought was the world's best player, called Shabazz Ahmed.
Yes.
And he had a really good theory on that. So I watched him all week in this tournament, and he was in old school terms, inside right or right midfield player.
Yep.
And he would never go back until he was 23. And so I asked him about that, and he said to me, he says, what's the point? He says, I'm not a defender. We have 5 defenders.
Yep.
They should be able to cope. And my job is to be in the hole outside of the 23, so when they get the ball, they can find me. It's a good point, right?
I like it.
Yeah, and so then he says, I save my energy for the 23 to 23 running, where I can accelerate. And, of course, the rest is history. He was a pretty useful player.
It's very handy.
Yeah. And Luciana was the same.
Yes.
If you watched her play, would she come back as a midfielder right into the defensive circle? No. And I know Rick Charlesworth, I've had a lot of conversations with him where he says he would change the rules. He doesn't like this 11 players behind the ball in the circle. He thinks it's like handball. It's a European handball thing. What are we doing? We need to have
here's a go. Here's a go.
Sort of rule. There's a one-on-one chance.
Oh, just needed to get under control, and she was away. It's a bit of a lucky ball through, but it could have turned into something there. Yeah, it is. It's a tough one. It's the same as sort of how do you defend, and again at school we're defending a bit narrow at the moment. Here we go, nice intercept.
There's another interception. Can she make this 3 on 1?
Yeah, she's got some players.
Yes, it was a 3 on 1.
Oh,
that's not using the other players. So that was a pretty good opportunity. I could only see 2 on the monitor, but there was 3.
It's 3, and probably needed to look back into the circle a little bit higher up and get it across.
I think that's something we need to develop better in our young players, is this ability to think as a unit of strikers, not as a single unit. Yeah, if we do that, we'll start to see some really good teamwork goals.
Yeah. Oof.
That's the Spanish stuff. Was probably the biggest learning for me, was how amazing they were, even though they were the 3 best strikers at that time, how well they connected with each other. So they knew at any point in time, if I'm here, then the other guy will be here and the other person will be there.
Yeah. It's hard with the continual subbing to get that connection. I think the old days where you had 3 people on and they stayed on for a length of time, you had that opportunity a lot more to be able to build those relationships.
That's why I think it's conceptual.
Oh, well done, corner. That was really well done. I like the way she just put it simply onto the foot.
Yeah.
Made her in the wrong position. Gave herself a chance. Great ball. Good pick up.
Just there?
Yep. Straight onto her foot. It's corner.
Yeah, I think it's about concepts, Helen. So players need to understand a concept, not necessarily that when this player's on, this is what we do. It's more about as a group of strikers, no matter who's on, when we have the ball in this position,
Yep.
this is what we're doing.
But
What we're aiming to do.
I find that as a ex-player, I get it. But as new players coming up who haven't played enough games yet,
Yes.
to try and explain some of that stuff to them and to get them to understand when they're playing across a forward line. Oh,
That's a great
hammer.
strike and a good goal.
Oh, that's a great strike.
Penelope has scored that.
Wow, that's a good shot. Straight
Good
down the
strike
goalkeeper's right.
into left-hand corner from where we are.
You call it
1-0.
left corner, I always talk it as a right-hand corner
Towards
because
the
I'm a
right,
goalie.
Because you're defending it.
That's right. So this is a beautifully done corner. Great connection on the
She
ball.
said a good.
Straight down there.
Was she offset? Was the goalkeeper offset right as well? Good strike.
Good strike.
Chris Arthur would have been happy with that one, eh, Chris? Yeah.
Keeper should have been there. Look, looking how far.
She was offset?
I
or
think
not?
so. She was a little bit offset, but yeah. All right, 1-0, half time.
Right on the stroke of half time.
There we go. Decisive move.
Decisive.
Something is made well for over 50 years. It's made to last. It's made to protect the things that matter most. It's made with heart and intent. It's made here for here. It's made for life. Thermal Heart Plus windows and doors. something is made well for over 50 years, it's made to last. It's made to protect the things that matter most. It's made with heart and intent. It's made here for here. It's made for life. Thermal Heart Plus windows and doors.
So we're back, half-time, Vantage, Hockey New Zealand under 18 national tournament, women's in Auckland.
Oh, we've got the
Lloyd
Mexican wave going.
Elsmore Hockey
Awesome.
Stadium. Mexican wave is going. Canterbury are out on the pitch, 1-0 lead. And we've just been talking about the merits of going inside at half-time.
Yeah, look, I'm a goalkeeper and it's a long way to wander. I don't know if it was hosing down with rain, maybe to get out of the rain, snuggle into your dugout, but I just think the time you save from going there and back, I think you can get constructive things happening in your little circle, get it going, and hopefully stay in the zone that you left the game in.
I think it shows an intent as well, right? So let's see if Canterbury do what we said in the bronze medal game, which was you're ready to go, you're lined up, you're showing that we're here to play. Here's
the goal, and a beautifully struck
really
corner,
good goal.
Straight down that post. Goalkeeper had very little chance. It's just such a nicely executed corner, this one. That's what I like to see, straight shot. Into a corner.
Can't beat it.
Make the keeper save it. If not, it's going in the goal. There's not much of a gap there, and she just picks it beautifully right into that Vantage triangle in the corner.
How many kilos of hot chips have been sold today, Helen, you reckon?
Oh, I'd say they've done a roaring trade. A roaring trade. They're actually really good, I have to say. I managed to sneak a couple in between. You probably heard me eating them. But
Dan Wrightson, the stream shop director, is nodding his head. Yeah. New Zealand Hockey's video analyst nodding his head. Yeah. But he's got his high performance tracksuit on, so he's not allowed to probably say that.
Too. Peak performance. Oh, yeah. Those days are long gone for me, thank goodness. Okay, it's good to see the girls just having a chat too.
Yeah.
And getting themselves organised. They know what they've got to do. They've played this game a few times now, and they just need to get themselves settled. Here they go, like you say, out on the field, ready to go.
So you just, for me, that's like a scramble. Go get your stick.
That's right. You're chasing it, aren't you?
Shout out to Rochi, our assistant coach.
Awesome work.
Well done, Roch, on the bronze. Awesome.
All right, here we go. Second half, gold medal game. 1-0 up to Canterbury.
What's your prediction?
Have North Harbour got it? I think Canterbury is going to go 3-0 up.
3-0 up?
3-0 up. That's my
So
pick. I got 5-0, didn't I?
I was wrong last time, so.
Yeah, I got 5-0 in the last game. I'm going to go with 3 in this game.
No, I'm going to be conservative.
Yeah.
2-0 Canterbury.
No, I think they've got the firepower and they've shown the intent. I think if they can just connect a little bit more in the circle, they're going to put 2 in. 2 more in.
So apologies, viewers. We haven't got the alternate strip numbers for Canterbury, so we don't want to have too much of mistaken identity, hence why we're not mentioning too many names.
That's right. Sorry, just keeping an eye on...
Who won?
The Von boys.
Oh, I was thinking it was the
No,
Auckland boys.
sorry, no, that was...
Ask Glenn that question.
Yeah.
Ask your good husband.
They won't have any idea of me
No, it's on LTS. So.
celebrating that one.
So good start.
I don't think Canterbury have to do anything different here. I think they've been creating enough chances
Yes.
by playing their game.
Well, there's 7 clear, and 7 versus, not too many.
So just settle it in, get hold of the ball, pass it round, create the chances. North Harbour going to have to come up with a bit of a plan on how they're going to counteract and make the most of those. They've had a couple of chances.
There was a 3-on-1.
That's right.
A couple of penalty corners.
Yep. So can they turn those into real goal-scoring opportunities? Here we go. That was lovely. Lovely one-handed dribble. Didn't try and do too much with it. Popped it across.
What was good about that was composed defending, though, as well, Helen. So people just waiting, being patient, getting the ball on the end of the stick, drawing the ball. So
getting their feet out of the way.
Yep.
Good save. Used a glove. So obviously goalkeeping's changed a wee bit, and these days the rules a little bit more friendly towards goalkeepers. In my day, when you had your gloves, you weren't allowed to. What's going on here? Green card. More rain. Who's off? Canterbury number 14. Was that for a tackle or? Tackle. Okay. So now's the chance for North Harbour. Can they make the most of having that one extra player for the 2 minutes? So as I was saying, with the goalkeeping gloves in my day, you weren't allowed to propel at the ball or play it and move the ball intentionally forward. You had to deflect it.
But now you can?
Now you can just do what you want. You can smash at it. So it's quite a change. Much easier to use your gloves and make those saves. So it's good.
This just feel that the pace of the transition is just a little bit slow.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
It started off a bit quicker in the first half, and this scene feels just a little bit slow. I don't know whether the long week is catching up with a few of these legs and things.
That's a good little pass and a good receive, actually. Well done, but then also a good...
Nice rob.
Piece of defence.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that, Helen, in your day. Couldn't turn on the ball like this.
No. No. Well, I think looking at the rules changes that they've been making, I think I've been pretty impressed, actually. Most of them do seem to be quite a good thing. Like, most of them do seem to improve the game.
Yep.
I think the biggest one for me that's made the difference is the long corners, bringing them back to the 25 or 23, whatever you want to call it, and playing from there is such a good move.
So I think the next step in that is actually the number of people in the 23. That would make for much more exciting hockey. So we have this, as I said, the handball situation makes it tough.
Yeah, I also really like what Australia tried in their Hockey One tournament at the beginning of the year. We saw on TV, and where they made the field goals worth 2 goals, 2 points, and a penalty corner was only worth 1. And you could do a conversion if you scored a field goal. You had that chance to convert it, and that made it for an exciting hockey, and it made for some thinking outside the box on corners.
Yeah.
It opened the corners instead of just a straight flick and things, because you only got the 1 point. They were pulling it out differently and right out to the dotted line to try and create a field goal opportunity. And I think that kind of thing is really, really good thinking, and creating just some things for us to think about where the game could go, and taking some of that PC kind of dominance away from the game, which...
There's also the danger element.
That's right.
There's an interesting topic or debate when Shane was here around the penalty corners. So obviously he has a top bracket in the world with Hendricks and then Van Ash in goal.
Yep.
So Shane has a view, but when I speak to Ryan Archibald, our chair, both him and I have the same view that it's getting severely dangerous. For runners, for keepers, for everybody involved in the penalty corner, including the umpire.
Yeah.
So I would like to see something like the Hockey One type of thing, or a shootout that's like ice hockey, that it requires hockey skills.
And if you look at it, back in the day, back in the early 90s, it was a straight hit. Yep. But you were allowed to trap it inside the circle, and so people would be trapping it a metre or two inside the circle and then smashing it. Jay Stacey and Bovelander and those guys were...
It's pretty crazy, right?
Carsten Fisher. I mean, it got dangerous, and so they changed that
It's
rule.
got dangerous now. I mean...
And we're back at that same point.
I would say that the Rules Committee is...
Oh, here's go! Oh! Stroke! Oh, my goodness gracious.
And why would that...
I
why?
don't know. I want to see that again.
Let's have a look. So,
that's okay.
bobbly ball.
That's all right.
Through
the keeper. Onto the post. Does she call that a back of stick? On back of this.
What was a handle, really, of a stick?
Stick.
Yeah?
Oh, dear me.
There you go, Helen.
Oh, here we go.
Your prediction.
Here we go.
Not good.
No, it's not gone in yet.
Oh, true. No, I back the Harbour player here. Number 9.
No, see, save. Beautifully, well done, keeper. Read it like a book.
I backed
Moved
forward,
the right way.
I backed the forward Brooke.
Keeper
I thought she was a bit rushed into that, don't you think?
She didn't.
Where's the setup?
But not only that, like now you can take a few steps in, and she just stood there, and I'm afraid they don't have the strength at this point and the forearm to be able to do that.
You could walk in 3 steps.
Yeah. I don't know. Keeper read it well. Got a good save on a glove. Well done. Always a great feeling.
What's the biggest one you ever saved?
I think probably 2000 Olympics against Germany in the first game.
Yes.
Against, now I've forgotten her name. And luckily she always did the same stroke.
Yeah.
And I'd done enough research on her. She was always going to put it to my top right.
Yeah. And she did.
Yeah.
And you moved early.
Yeah. I was always going
hand with your hand. No.
Stick. Got it on the stick, and then it came down, and it was going to roll back, and got on top of it. So it was 0-0 at that point, I think. So yeah. Britta Becker. That's who it was.
Britta Becker. Oh
Britta
my gosh.
Becker.
What a player.
Yeah.
How good was she at 92? Yeah.
She was awesome at 92. This was at Sydney. So she was at the end.
At 92, she was amazing. And in fact, that would probably be one of the best games of hockey you'll ever see, that final. Spain versus
Germany.
Germany, and Spain won.
Spain. Yeah.
And then the Hooters went off all night. And Terrassa.
Oh.
Packed stadium. Spanish was pretty happy. Then I had the privilege of going to stay there and live. And it's now a soccer stadium.
They got paid pretty well too.
Oh, they did. They did. But look, that German top team there they were good. She would have been, was she near the end there?
At 2000, yeah. Yeah. She was just young in 92, but 2000 might have been her last game, last tournament.
Teams are tiring here, Helen. Seeing some
mistakes are creeping in, aren't they?
Yeah, and quite a bit of lethargy.
Yeah.
So actually, it's Harbour can sneak one.
It's going to
be all on. We'll go to shootout, I reckon.
It's going to be really interesting if Canterbury can sneak another one in. It'll be all over. But if Harbour can stay in the game and sneak one.
Now that's an interesting photo of the dugouts. So a really good view of mood in the two camps.
Here we go.
Harbour
Here we go.
Tamsin Zhao. Good pass. Whoa.
Nicely done.
Jeez. I would have thought she might have had a shot. What did you think, Mia, on the side? Right, like now.
Yeah,
Or even there.
there.
But we have this obsession to try and
and
score
that
the
angle,
perfect goal.
that angle there is a nothing angle for anybody to do anything with. It needed to come either sharper back towards the top. You're just not
Or
giving
flat.
that. You're not giving that person in there
I was
any
in
chance
the
at all.
middle.
Okay,
Here
here
we
we go.
go.
What are we going to do? Straight shot,
Well, you
or,
would hope
or
so.
a variation?
You were the coach, you'd be saying straight shot.
Straight shot. I'd be
If I was
saying
the
hit
coach, I'd be
hit the
saying
ball,
straight shot.
hit it at the goal.
But then they'll probably prove us wrong, and there'll be a variation will go in.
Oh,
And it's a variation. But look at the
variation.
degree of difficulty on that. Yeah?
it's going to be a really tough pull-in from outside that post.
Yeah.
See, my theory is, you're 1-0 down. You want the ball. The ball has to
At
go
the cage.
It has to go.
Goalkeeper has to make a save.
That's right. And then you follow it in, and you pounce on anything that comes out.
Yeah.
But you give yourself a chance by putting it at the goal to make a save. That's a hairstyle and a half.
Yeah, some good ones at the moment, Helen.
We've seen some good ones. Yeah. You Canterbury are scrambling here. They're under the pump a little bit.
Yeah, I think they look really, really tired. I think, they'll get some energy if they score again, but they don't look like it at the moment.
No, they
They're sort of like trying to hang on, but I wouldn't be hanging on. I think it's too long in the game.
They haven't put anything constructive together in attack.
You've got to keep playing here.
They're lucky they'll make it through to the quarter break, and coach might be able to give them a bit of a energy boost.
It's a dangerous way to play when you're 1-0 up, eh? To hold on. Not on the turf.
No,
On the grass, yes.
Yeah, grass, put it down the other end, playing with mud. Just build it up, just constructive hockey here. All they need to do is keep hold of the ball, work their way with it. Oh. Stakes.
See, there's a classic instance. Actually, in that time of the game,
Go forward.
go forward.
Yep, it's not back and round time.
Let's
Let's go forward
Yeah.
into the far pocket, and if you make a mistake up in their end, they've got to get it all the way back
They've got to
down.
get it all the way back.
Yeah.
They were guilty of that yesterday. And
Okay.
Auckland pounced.
Yeah,
Minute 23. Yeah.
and they haven't learnt from that, obviously. They're still trying to do it's a noble cause, but it's a dangerous cause.
Yeah, it's the old rugby territory situation, right? The other team cannot win when the ball's
dear
down
me.
there.
At this point, too, I'd be hitting it. I wouldn't be pushing it. I'd be just hitting. There we go. Oh, no, just an upright hit.
It's just
Just to drive them back, put them down the far end. And that's too easy. That's too easy, not marked.
I said it again to someone, it might have been Andrew
Oh.
Hasty and I were having that hockey conversation. Said that Chan Chiba from Auckland player, unbelievably good at finding a space
Yeah.
and
There's Lynn Farrell.
and knocking the ball down the other end. Yeah.
Lynn Farrell, international,
Umpire?
well-known international umpire for years and years and years, down watching the game. It's great to see.
But look, when you're a teammate of a player that can do that, your whole team gains confidence.
That's right. That's
It
right.
tells you two things. One, if you're a striker, hey, maybe I should have been in that position. And so next time I better be there. But it's relieved pressure. Yeah.
There's a lot still in this game to be said for getting it out and down the far end and reassessing when you're down there. No, I wouldn't be rushing this. I'd be getting it up there, getting my people around me. No,
See, even that there.
no,
That for me is
go forward.
go forward. You just let them off the hook
Yep.
every time you do that.
Yeah, and now,
At this point in the
if you
game.
got this wrong, luckily it went over the sideline, but if you get it wrong, you're in your defensive half already.
Yeah.
Squeezing this one in for all I was worth. Make them go and make mistakes, go back. Oh, how did you get to the ball before the Canterbury player? Good lead back. Good.
Brooke James has done well there.
She did. And it's a great pass as well.
And it's another. She just didn't have the momentum.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now, what
Now
do
what's
we
she going to
got?
do with it? 22 seconds. Have a crack. Not there.
No.
Oops. I don't know if she wanted to do that quite. A bit of argy.
10 seconds.
Some rain. Even sun's up.
Even things up. Time.
Well, they have somehow.
Somehow boogled their way there.
Oh, here we go. There's going to be a little chat by the umpires. Is there going to be a card as well given?
Right.
Or just a little chat? Oh, umpire's going to have a chat. Yeah. Yeah, Canterbury are lucky to hold on for me there. They've scrambled that one.
Scrambled.
But North Harbour certainly came out.
Can't say they
and
didn't have the opportunity, huh?
They had.
Stroke,
Yeah,
penalty corner,
yeah.
×2. I just felt they rushed Brooke here. I don't know. It felt like it all happened real quick. As well.
Yeah, I feel the glamorous stroke is up into the top corner. The sensible stroke at this age group is bottom along the turf
My
into
left,
a corner.
your right.
Yeah,
Or
my
your-
left.
Your left.
Goalkeeper's left. Glove side only, not on the stick
Yes.
side. As low as you can get
Yeah.
it, hitting that backboard.
And you got 3 steps.
And
to
you
do
got
it,
3
or more.
steps to do it. Just walk in and push it hard into that corner. Don't go for the glamour. Doesn't work.
Unless you're Lauren Story this week. She roofed a couple.
Yeah, but, there's not heaps of them around that
They
can
could do
it.
that, yeah.
You
True.
know,
That's a good point.
You're always going to get 1 or 2 people that can do it, but most of the time I'd be saying go low. It's just this age group. It's very much an arm strength because it's all coming from your forearms, and the girls
But actually,
are just still
it's
building that
it's
strength.
actually a transfer of weight,
Well, it is,
right?
but until they learn that,
Yeah.
they're just using their forearms.
Yeah. Once you teach them to transfer of weight, that's
Yeah.
like giving them some lollies, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Helen.
I'm still going with my 3-0.
You're going with your 3-0
I'm still
now.
sticking with my 3-0.
I'm sticking with my 2-0, which was nearly tipped up. Could have been 2-1 Harbour.
Here we go. Last quarter of the final of the under-18 tournament.
James,
What?
who won the boys' game?
Right, get back. Here we go. No, that's not where she wants you to take the hit from. Here it is.
Okay, so if you could look out the window for me, Helen, can
Yep.
you tell me if there are Harbour players in the top third of the field?
There's 2 between the halfway and the 25.
But none in
Nobody
the
any
circle?
higher. Nobody higher. Just 2 in the in between halfway and now 1.
I've just had some good news, Helen.
Yeah, boys.
Boys have, after a really difficult week,
Yep.
having to play more games than other teams, have secured the bronze.
Oh, awesome.
So
Good
well
work.
done to Clive,
Congratulations, boys.
Dave Wigmore, Jay Punga and Thornton McDade, and Matt Van Aert for a great campaign for those 2 teams. Well done.
Excellent work, boys. 2 bronzes. Not bad for Auckland hockey. Something to build on.
We've got some
Okay.
exciting things coming up for the group that have left school now too. So December will come and we'll head to Australia again. We'll play under 21 teams, which is usually a real eye-opener for our kids to play both their physicality and their speed and the way they play.
Here we go again. Here we go. There
And
it
there you
is.
go. That's a great equaliser.
That's a great goal by North
Fantastic.
Harbour. Well done. Again, they've
Tasman's
come out with more energy.
Lots of energy. Played in the right
great
part
little
of the field.
touches. There's no defenders. We're
Good
all the
team
defenders.
goal.
Now Canterbury
That
are
is a left wing striker's dream. Yeah. Fantastic. 1-1.
unmarked, far post.
Now I'd say, Helen,
yeah, now we're in trouble.
The momentum is with
all with Harbour.
And Canterbury might be lucky to get to penalties.
Yeah.
Because this team has found a way to unlock.
Yeah.
Which is go forward.
Canterbury looking on the back foot now and bereft of energy and ideas, whereas North Harbour have got the momentum shift. They are looking full of energy. They're getting to the 50-50 ball quicker. They're stronger. And Canterbury, that marking effort and defensively was woeful.
And I'm going to ask you that question again, and there's still no one from Harbour in the opposite half. So
no,
this is where you've got the momentum.
Yep. No one.
Have a player.
Yes.
So when you break out,
yes,
they'll be all on.
Well, not only that, you're making them
You're
concerned.
making them come back.
Yeah, you're drawing out, you're creating space in front to work back into, and pick up the ball and go forward again, and you're making Canterbury also think and have to go. Is she dangerous or is she not dangerous?
Well, you're going to err on the side of caution in a final.
In a final.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
I think we should ask our experts on the balcony what they think is going to happen in this game. 11 minutes to play.
Canterbury.
Let's ask them. Bryce Collins, who's your money on?
No, he's ignoring us and watching.
He's ignoring us.
He's watching.
Colin Stewart, who's your money on? Ignoring us.
Right. They're all fascinated with this corner. Here we go. So Canterbury have done what they needed to do, which was get down this end. Put it on a foot.
Now we've talked about the straight shot.
Yeah.
You've got to go again, wouldn't you?
She had such a beautiful shot last time. Why would you not do that again?
So let's see. That's the reason why we're in the commentary box. Yeah. Easy.
Oh, yeah, could be. Oh! Bubbly.
That's exactly what we said.
Did it get pulled out wrong, though?
No, I didn't think Penelope looked like she was big striking that. I think it was some sort of variation. It's just being clever, the other one was a success story. Repeat.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
No, here we go. How high, Helen? How high? Yes.
One on the circle. One
yeah,
up high on the wing. Wings high and a centre striker.
Okay, now here we go.
Canterbury have got a couple up there.
That's a good breakout. It's a good play.
Keep it simple, earn it. Oh.
No.
Bouncy. Where's North Harbour? North Harbour have got two, but again, still only between halfway and 25. They've got three up there now. Not exactly high, but.
Well, it's befitting a final. Two different halves.
Yes.
Momentum shifts.
Yes.
Comebacks.
And at 10 minutes to go, just under, we're still no clear as to who's going to win this game.
Come on, you've seen lots of hockey games. You've got to put your money somewhere.
Do you know the amount of times I have played Canterbury
and
they've snuck in, I'd still put my money on Canterbury. There's something about the way they play their hockey and their strength, and they usually.
I think they could say that about us on the men's side, about the Auckland men against Canterbury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always are a tough team. You know that mentally they're going to be tough and strong. You know that's just the way they play. So it'll be interesting if they can get their little grit together here. I think Canterbury.
I think there's been a clear shift.
Oh, absolutely. But that doesn't mean they can't shift again. Another twist in the tail.
Oh.
I feel like their marking and the defensive markings have got a little bit out of whack.
It's not out of whack. What it is they're behind the ball and they're all afraid to step up and make the tackle. Yeah?
They're letting the North Harbour people
and so
trap it and then reacting.
Get in. make the tackle, step up, your defence can form behind you. Isn't that frustrating for a goalkeeper? I'm sure Grace was pretty frustrated at one of the goals I saw in the Pro League where everyone was in the circle. She couldn't see the ball because no one's stepping up.
Yeah.
You've got to step up.
You've got to be side on, or you've got to be able to get to the ball before them. Whee! Lift it in.
Okay, so now look. Okay, let's just see where they take, what they do with this hit on the side.
Okay, so Canterbury have got...
Good money would say you go forward.
Canterbury got 3 inside the circle.
Yeah,
Attacking circle.
I'm saying, are they going to try and go back to get there, or are they going to try and actually play forward
Well, she's got
from this position?
She's got not many options. Looking out the window.
Well, she's done the
she's
right
going to
thing.
smash it. Oh,
She's done the right thing. It's a smart thing.
That was
to
a
do.
good ball too.
It was a good ball.
There have 3 people in there looking for it.
Good instinct, Penelope.
I do like, see, for me, Canterbury's actually got in some ways more intent. Justin,
Okay, here we go.
here we go.
Brooke James, Tasman,
You can't slide
Tamsin,
in.
sorry.
I don't know why she slid. I don't like players sliding like that to play. It scares me. It scares me that they're going to get injured. Oh, how did she dribble that far?
Corner.
How did she dribble that far without somebody tackling her?
That's what I said. Someone has to step up and make the tackle. You cannot channel into a circle. Right?
No.
Channeling is for the sidelines.
Not inside your defensive circle. All right. Straight shot. One of these people are going to do a straight shot, surely.
Maybe the message might get down. You've got the headset on.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. Let's have a look.
They've tried that 3 times. Right? 3 times.
Oh, another corner. I'm not seeing the hole that they're seeing to play this corner.
Huh? No, but it's obviously their go-to shot. But I'm with you. They need to get a ball going at the goal. Even if they play secondary play off the first shot, it's at 2 foot on the way through.
That's because there's
2
a lot of
feet.
There's a lot in the way.
Huh? No, but it's
So
go.
just go straight.
They're doing it because she's offset right, Helen.
Oh, goodness me!
She's offset right, so they're seeing that space and thinking they can score there. Whack it down the middle of the goal.
I was going to say, just still hit it straight at her. She's still got to save it, right?
Well, she had to save with her left foot then. Have a look where she's offset. She is offset right.
Wonder why.
Whack the ball to her left foot.
Yeah, I don't know why she's upset. Oh, here's another guy. Come on, what's going on? So you were talking about benches before, so the Canterbury bench are all standing up.
Saying that sometimes you can get a gauge on how those 2 teams are feeling about the game by looking at that. Yeah.
That was a confident hold before she passed it
Are
over.
you up off your seat helping your teammates? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sitting back?
Yeah. So there's quite a difference. So the
There's a difference
North
here.
Harbour girls are sitting down, mostly, and the Canterbury girls are all standing up, close to the front of the dugout.
I just felt that was like an extra member of your team encouraging you. I don't know. How did you feel in a tight game?
I'd never had time to look at it.
No, but
Look at the
I'm saying
dugout.
I was a left striker, so I'd be near the bench, right? But
Yeah.
if they're encouraging you,
Oh, she nearly picked a pocket in that one. Oh, dear. Goodness gracious.
see that there?
Oh, here's a go.
That's step
Here's a
up.
go. 2 on 1.
Up.
Oh.
Done well. Harbour have done exceptionally well here to get back and,
Canterbury, you mean? To defend that?
well, no, I'm saying to get back in this match.
Oh, to get back in the game. Okay. Harbour have definitely dominated this second half.
Okay, so look, where's this? Up.
Oh, that
Yes,
is
a great tackle.
very good tackle
Yeah.
under pressure. Fast release. Didn't quite. She was out of position. She did exceptionally well there.
She was out of position. She's pretty upright. But she got her stick.
She got it.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay,
what are we going to do? Forward?
2 minutes 50.
See? I don't know. Would you have taken that option?
I'd have gone forward. At this point, it's all about attack, right? You want to win this.
You know what everyone's going to say in the comments.
We have a negative.
What would they know?
Yeah. Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. Good intent. Again.
There we go. Keep
Don't.
going.
Good
There
girl.
we go. Good
You're
trap.
strong.
Good skill. Okay, strength on the ball.
Good strength.
On the ball. Needed to go forward towards the circle.
Yep.
That's where the whole space was.
Good tackle.
Good tackle.
Good step up.
Nice step up.
Well done, number 20. Who's not on the sheet at all, number 20. I know that's Penelope. And that's the captain, Caitlin. Oh, get out of it. Good. Good tackle.
Yeah, good teaming there.
Oh, Helen.
Why are they getting outnumbered out there? What's going on? Can't see. I've got to stand up and have a look out
There's
there.
enough behind the ball. They're not standing up.
They're drifting off their players. I'm looking at them now, and man to man, and then they drift. They're drifting a little bit.
Yeah, 122. Penalties, Helen, or are we going to get a victor?
Oh, if there's going to be a victor, it's going to be Harbour because they're going to poach one here. Canterbury are giving them
1 minute
opportunities.
10.
Here we go. What's happening?
You're not taking people off, are you?
No.
Oh.
She said it's a Canterbury hit.
Hey,
Not quite sure how.
that's weird.
Oh, good intent. Good intent. Drive it down the line, but didn't quite work.
Lucky there's no ball boys, Helen. Or
Yeah.
girls, ball girls.
At this point, you're probably quite happy. Right, they should be man-to-man at the back here, and it's a little bit not. Oh, you can't quite see. Oh, there we go. They've almost got their... No, she's drifted off.
Penalties.
Shootout.
Strokes in your day.
I'd have backed myself on a stroke. Any day, stroke competition, any day of the week.
Enough time.
Yeah, it's still there. Corner. Need to get the corner. No, over the back line. 16. Harbour's got nobody up yet. Here come two. Okay, they've got two in the attacking half.
She's going to play for penalties.
There you go.
Which she did.
Oh, here we go.
Well, it's befitting.
Shootout.
It's befitting. Harbour did very well. It came back.
Yep. Canterbury first half. North Harbour second half.
Now penalties.
Now
Now look
a
at
shootout.
body language, Helen. Tell me, when you look out there,
Harbour on top.
look at the two sets. Look at the organisation level. Do people know what they're doing?
North Harbour is celebrating.
And Canterbury getting
Canterbury
to work,
are-
sorting out their five. Or they've already sorted out their five. They know what they're doing.
Hard to see.
So, based on what I can see out the window, I'm going to take a punt, Helen, and say
Who do you think's done more shootouts?
Canterbury. Just looking at that.
Canterbury's done more shootouts?
Just looking at that.
Okay. Do you think North Harbour would have watched Canterbury's shootout yesterday?
Yes.
So should
Yes.
you assume that the same people are going to do them and therefore make an assumption as a goalkeeper
But then
that they're
Canterbury
going
would
to
have
do
watched
North Harbour's?
Harbour's
That's
shootout
right.
as well.
That's right. So if you've done your homework as a keeper, you should have an inkling as to who's going to take them and where they're going
And
to
where
go.
they're going to go.
Yep.
So then it comes down a little bit to strategy. Who's going to get runs on the board? Because that's sometimes some coaches decide that their best go last.
Yeah.
For my money,
Put them
go
up front.
first.
Yep. Put them up
Get
front.
them on the board.
Yep. And if you did a good one yesterday, do the same one again.
Do the same one again.
Do the same one again.
Absolute same
Do
one again.
not change.
Do not change.
Make the keeper save it. Do not gift it to them by changing it and doing one that wasn't as strong.
I'm probably going to be wrong.
Here we go. Which end are they going to?
Brad Clark, the Harbour CEO, is probably going to go mad at me because I'm picking Canterbury. And I did play for Harbour and I did coach Harbour, but I just think that they look ready. James Sutherland looks ready. He's going down.
He's getting himself
He's
organised.
getting himself organised.
Got off to present some medals in a minute.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing it down the
We'll
scoreboard
see you down
end.
there, James.
All right, so scoreboard end.
Scoreboard end. You've got to watch the monitor.
You get
Don't
8
watch
seconds from the 25. The attacker gets 20. Starts from the 23.
Yeah, there's another body language
And
opportunity,
you get-
Helen. What do you think?
No. Yeah. So for those of you who haven't seen too many shootouts, attacker starts with the ball on the 23. You get 8 seconds to score the goal.
8 seconds only.
8 seconds is all you get. The keeper must start behind the line, inside the goal.
And if the keeper infringes, it is.
And if the keeper infringes,
It's
it
a
depends.
stroke
It could be
or
a stroke or a retake,
retake.
depending on the infringement. And you do alternate. So each team takes one, and then the next team takes the next one.
And if it's
alternate,
drawn after 5, we
then
have
you
a sudden
go to
death.
sudden death.
And the order can be changed.
That's right. So you can see 8 seconds on the clock. That's taken from when the umpire whistles go, and the hooter will sound to end. If it is scored as the hooter is going, I believe it is a goal.
I'll leave that to you and your Somerville technical
I
director,
believe
John Edrington, to answer.
I believe that is the case. If the hooter is still going, technically, if it was an international, there would be a timer, and it would be done on the timer, not on the hooter. But I think on this,
it's a real interesting one because that's hundredths of a second stuff.
That is,
Yeah.
and an international, that's how close it is. But I'm not sure what the rules exactly are. So you have to have the same goalkeeper for the whole first 5, but you can change keepers at sudden death.
And the keeper can use a longer stick.
And the keeper can use a longer stick
Up to
38 inches. So normal sticks are 36.5, 37s. So the
And
keeper
you can have a 38.
The keeper can, in this instance, have a 38.
Did you like the longer stick?
It is an advantage. I thought it was an advantage, a small advantage, because it does give you a little bit of extra reach.
You did one of these in the Olympic Games.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Nope. I've done them for club competition here, Auckland stuff, but I haven't done. I don't know they didn't come until after.
Didn't come until you retired.
No, I did shoot at strokes.
You're showing your
stroke
age.
competition. I am old, but that's okay. All right, so there's a toss that has to be done to see who wants to go first.
And I'd always want to go first. What about you?
I always would encourage my team to go first. One on the board is a huge advantage.
Yes.
Get up there and score first. Put the pressure on the other team. Except we're in a shootout, a stroke competition in my day, my stroke team were pretty useless, so we struggled.
Come on.
We did. No, we did struggle a little bit. But I used to love them, so it's all good.
Here we go. Brooke James,
So,
number 9.
this is the girl that
Harbour?
missed the stroke.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a shootout, different thing.
Yep.
Got to take some confidence from the play that you've been doing. It's all about confidence.
Let's
doing
see
something
who
you know
won the
what you're
boys'
doing.
final, Helen. Just before she's about to take that.
Here we go. So we think the goalkeeper for Canterbury is Jamie, and she's wearing the right same shirt as she should be. So it is Jamie in goal, and here they go.
Here goes Brooke.
Good save, still there. Still there.
She saved it.
Saved it.
0-1.
0-0. They've actually got to score one.
Sorry.
They've got to put it in. So here she dragged this way, then tried to take the keeper on her over the stick side, onto her reverse. Keeper saw it coming and was able to get down and smother it.
So North Harbour boys
Next
have
one.
won.
Round her. Well taken.
1-0
taken.
Canterbury.
Move the keeper. The idea on these is to move the keeper and then sort of put it past the keeper while she's still moving, because it's really hard once you make a commitment there to get back into a position of doing anything else.
Good. Well
Nicely
taken.
done. And obviously, if you can take it to the goalkeeper's non-stick side, it's an advantage, because it's always easier to reach with your stick than it is to reach your foot.
On the right side.
Yeah, so she did well.
1-1.
That's
pretty classy.
That is classy, and it's very patient. She didn't rush it. She knew she was in the wrong.
Yeah, I did wonder about some of that stick work
Yeah,
beforehand.
didn't need to do all of that, but then she took it here, had the patience.
Calm.
So, yeah, it was very good. Well done.
2-1.
2-1 to Canterbury. North Harbour's slightly on the back foot. All three
Lisa's
umpires
out.
are ready. There's more umpires controlling this than there are players.
Good. Good entry. Oh, panic. Time.
It's very good patience by the goalkeeper there. Didn't rush in. Held her ground.
She did well to just control the ball as well,
Yeah.
right at this moment here.
Yeah.
Like,
She
could
didn't-
have
Yep.
got the hands, done stuff.
Yep.
Didn't need it to do.
Just held her strength on the ball. Held it in there. Well, that's class.
I think that's it.
That was beautiful.
No?
Um,
That's 3-1
could be a draw if they got the next two in.
if they got the next two in.
Yeah.
Did they go second?
North Harbour went first, so North
Oh, okay.
Harbour
No,
have to get
they'd have to get this.
this. And then we'd have one more. What's happening here?
Someone's having a drink. Good momentum shifter.
Oh, gameplay. Oh, dear me. Okay. It's interesting.
Keeper's done well.
No, slipped. Still there.
And
Oh,
time.
no. Time out. That's
They've
it.
won.
I've done it.
Canterbury are in 2023 Vantage Hockey New Zealand National Under-18 champions for the second year running.
Congratulations to
Congratulations to them.
Canterbury. Hard luck, North Harbour. You played well.
Well done, North Harbour.
Congratulations to both teams. Canterbury probably a little bit dominated that shootout, I have to say. They looked a little bit more organised and a little bit more sure of what they were doing.
Someone sitting next to you said something about that before the shootout.
Yeah, okay. You called that one.
Hey, thanks, Helen.
Welcome.
Thanks,
It's been
Dan,
great.
from the Stream Shop, for giving us the opportunity. We'll see you soon. Thanks, viewers. We hope you had an enjoyable afternoon, and it was a game befitting a final.
It was. Great final. Well done to everybody.
Thank you very much. We're going to stay live for the prize giving now, but Helen and I need to get down and hand some medals out. Thank
All
you.
right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the medal ceremony for the 2023 Vantage Under-18 Women's National Tournament. My name is James Sutherland. I'm the GM of Auckland Hockey. It's been our absolute privilege to host you all here today and throughout the tournament. We hope you've enjoyed your time here as well. I'm joined here by Helen Clark, former Blackstick and Olympian, Pam Algar, Hockey New Zealand President and Auckland Hockey Vice President, as well as Anthony Crummy, Hockey New Zealand CEO, and Manoj Darji, Auckland Hockey CEO. Firstly, congratulations to all of our teams for your outstanding performances this week. And it's my pleasure to welcome our bronze medalists, Auckland Blue, silver medalists, North Harbour, and your 2023 Vantage Under-18 Women's National Champions, Canterbury, to the presentation. Please put your hands together for all three teams. All right, let's keep that round of applause going, please, for our umpires, Lexi Edrington and Amy Sylar. Reserve umpire, Emily Shelver. Match officials, Robin Wells, Adrian Stackhouse and Carla Hughes. And please also show your appreciation to our bronze medal match umpires, Ada McManus and Sarah Cox. Reserve umpire, Danny Stevenson. And match officials, Lindsay Peel, Garen Hornsby and John Edrington. Before we begin the medal and trophy presentation, we'd also like to take this opportunity to say a few thank yous. Thank you to Vantage for their ongoing support and contribution to hockey in New Zealand, and of course the Vantage Black Sticks. Thank you also to our event funders Trillion Trust for your support. A big thank you also to our wonderful team of umpires and officials. Without you, the games and the tournament simply wouldn't run. You've been a joy to host, and thank you all for giving up your time this week. We really do appreciate it. Keep that round of applause going again, please. A big special thank you to Tony Hartnell, our tournament director, for leading the umpires and officials team. Melodge has a small token of appreciation for you, Tony. Thank you, Anthony, Ken, and the team of staff and selectors at Hockey New Zealand. And a huge thank you also to Marissa and the Auckland Hockey Bar staff for all of your efforts leading up to and during the event. You guys are amazing. And finally, one more thank you to all of you, the parents, whānau, families, coaches, managers and supporters who've all helped get the teams prepared and here today. We hope you've enjoyed the tournament too. Alright, that finally brings us to the moment you've been waiting for, the medal and trophy presentation. Can I please invite forward Manoj Darji to present the medals to our bronze medalists, Auckland Blue. Please put your hands together for the team. Can I invite forward Maddie Lee and Kate Irwin, our co-captains, to say a couple of words, please. Maddie and Kate, can you say a couple of words, please?
On behalf of Auckland Hockey, I'd just like to thank Hawke's Bay for a well-fought game. You guys played super well. Thank you to Auckland Hockey, New Zealand Hockey, the umpires, for facilitating this week. It can't have been easy, and we appreciate all of your organisation. To our parents, your ongoing support means the world to us. To Chris, Rochi and Philly, you guys have been our absolute rocks this week, and we honestly can't have done it without you. We've learned so much. And lastly, to my team, it's been such a great week. We've all grown and learned so much together, so thank you all.
Right, thank you, Betty. That brings us to our runners-up and silver medalists, North Harbour 1. Please keep the round of applause going while Captain Emily Gordon comes up to say a few words, while Helen Clark presents the silver medals.
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming out to watch. Big ups to the supporters. Thank you guys so much. It's such a cool environment. Thank you to Auckland Hockey for putting on this amazing event. It's been super cool to get to know all the girls from different regions. It's been pretty awesome. Big ups to the girls in the Harbour team. It's been such a cool experience with you all. So proud of the efforts they've put in, and I don't think I've been in such an encouraging environment as these girls. Thank you to our amazing staff and coaches, and Alan, the physio, the managers, and everyone in Harbour who's been able to put this on for us. Good job to the Canterbury girls. You guys played mean. It was such a good game. So cool to be able to play in full play and then come back at you at the final. It was mean. But thank you to you all, and it was so much fun playing today. Thank you.
Well done, Emily. All right. That now brings us to our 2023 Vantage Under-18 Women's Champions, Canterbury A. Can I please invite forward Captain Caitlin Muir to speak while Pam Algar presents the medals.
Hi there. I'll just emphasise our gratitude for the officials, the umpires and Hockey New Zealand for making this competition possible, and also for Auckland Hockey for hosting us. Thanks to North Harbour for an amazing game. You guys did not make it easy, and we really appreciate the challenge. You guys put in 100% effort for the full 60 minutes. It was really awesome to see. And to our coaching staff in the back there, Felix, Chris and Tracy, you guys are an awesome team, and we're so lucky to have you. It'll be sad to have a different trio next year, but I'm sure whoever follows in your footsteps will be looking up to you guys as mentors. And then to my team, thank you guys for being such awesome teammates. I'm so proud of us. We came a long way this season, and yeah, I think this is really well deserved. So Well done.
Thank you, Caitlin. Stay there. We've got one more thing for you. Can I please welcome forward Tony Hartnell, our Tournament Director, to present the Amanda Hooper Memorial Trophy to our 2023 Vantage Under-18 Women's National Champions, Category A. All right, let's have one last round of applause, please, for our fourth place getters, Hawke's Bay. Our bronze medalist, Auckland Blues. Silver medalist, North Harbour 1. And once again, your 2023 Vantage National Under-18s Women's Champions, Category A. Thank you everyone for all of your support of the teams this week. It's been a privilege to have you here at Auckland Hockey. We wish you all a safe journey home and hope to see you again here soon. Thank you.